Now to minor matters. Are your parents living?
I'm afraid I really don't know. The fact is, Lady Bracknell, I say I lost my parents. It'd be nearer the truth to say that my parents have lost me. I don't actually know who I am by birth. I was found.
Found?
The late Mr. Thomas Cardew, an old gentleman, a very charitable and kindly disposition, found me and gave me the name of Worthing, because he happened to have a first-class ticket for Worthing in his back pocket at the time. Worthing is a place in Sussex. It is a seaside resort.
Where did this charitable gentleman, who had a first-class ticket to the seaside resort, find you?
In a handbag.
A handbag?
Yes, Lady Bracknell. I was in a handbag, a somewhat large black leather handbag with handles to it. An ordinary handbag, in fact.
In what locality did this Mr. James Thomas Cardew come across this ordinary handbag?
In the cloakroom at Victoria Station. It was given to him in mistake for his own.
The cloakroom at Victoria Station?
Yes, the Brighton one.
Didn't it go off all right, old boy? You don't need to say, Gwendolyn refused you. I know it is the way she has. She's always refusing people. I think it's most ill-natured of her. What?
What do you think?
Tell me.
No, Alan. Why don't you try to work it out?
I got the right line.
Did you?
Yeah, it's the right line. Definitely. Didn't it go off all right, old boy? You don't need to say.
It's the right line.
The Brighton line.
What then?
Take a look at me and just think for a minute. Am I alone?
Alone in what sense?
You're a twat, Alan.
You shouldn't call him that.
I'm with her. I'm in the middle of the scene. I'm still talking.
You shouldn't use aggressive language. You know what that is? It's verbal bullying.
So obviously you've come on too soon.
It's inappropriate behavior.
Rose, what are you going on about?
You called him a twat.
He's a twat. He came on a page too early.
I commented at the end of the scene with Lady Bracknell.
That's the point I'm trying to make. It's obvious. I'm still talking to Lady Bracknell. I mean, there she is. Look at her. She's standing next to me. The scene hasn't ended.
The line is immaterial.
Not now,
Mr.
Rose. Weren't you listening?
Do you want the honest truth here?
You weren't listening.
I was listening, after a fashion. I wasn't really following. I was what you might call half listening.
Am I half stupid? Or are you doing this on purpose? You come on too early? You come on too late? Sometimes you don't come on at all. It seems to depend on the weather or what mood you're in. I mean, I don't know. You're new here, Alan. I'll grant you that. Relatively new. Maybe I haven't quite worked you out. But tell me, a simple yes or no. Are you deliberately undermining me? Have you got something against me?
You're getting very worked up here.
Have you got something against me?
No.
Because if you have, you can tell me.
I've got nothing against you, George.
Would you prefer someone else to be director?
I can't think of a better director.
Then, as director, can I remind you that we're going to be performing this play in front of an audience? A real audience, a live audience, 1 week from now. We've got the stage, we've got the seats, we've sold the tickets.
We haven't sold any tickets.
Okay, alright, we've given the tickets away. The sisters will come. That's the same thing. They're expecting a performance. And you seem to have set out to deliberately sabotage
I
it.
came on a few lines early. My attention was wandering, that's all. Spec should have told me. He normally gives me my cue.
Normally.
Insofar as anything about Specs is normal, yes.
And where was Specs?
He was there. He was there.
What was he doing?
He was doing what he always does, at least. When the lights are on, he was reading. He had his head in the book.
Which book?
The book.
Book of the play?
Yes, obviously.
Did he know what was going on?
I suppose so. Why don't you ask him?
I will ask him. Ask him now. Specs!
It's not coming.
Good time.
We could be here all week.
You just have to be patient.
He's not moving.
He's got slow reactions.
Well, it's your rehearsal. But I should just point out that at this rate, we're not even going to get to the next scene.
Specs! Will you get out here?
Out of interest, and with all respect, of course, why did you choose him to be the prompter?
I didn't choose him. He volunteered.
He could have played Algernon. He could still play Algernon. He knows all the lines, and correct me if I've got this wrong, but he's got the stammer when he talks, but he doesn't stammer when he reads. So wouldn't he be better out here performing?
That's not possible.
Why not?
You get stage fright.
He's scared of a lot of things.
That's true. He's not had an easy life. He was bullied when he was young.
We were all bullied when we were young.
Yeah, but for him, he sat in the maternity ward. His mother rejected him. Even the nurses didn't want to know. The other babies used to gang up on him and steal his pacifier. 19 years later, and his mother still got postnatal depression. You can't blame her. The only friends he's ever had have been in this place, and we don't much like him either.
I think he's alright.
Rose, there's nothing alright about Specs. Why are you pretending otherwise?
I'm just trying to be kind.
You want to be kind? Get back to the scene. Right then, shall I take it from the top?
Do we have to?
Okay, we'll take it from the middle.
Suppose we take it from where we left off?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
What is it now, Rose?
Can I ask you something?
Can I wait?
No, it's something I don't understand.
halfway through,
Two-thirds.
2/3 of the way, we just stop.
They'll forgive us.
Start to make a change.
The play is an antique, the jokes don't work, it's missing half the pages, and it was written by a
Anything
pervert.
else?
Well, yes, since you mention it, I don't think it's relevant.
Relevant? Who says that's irrelevant?
Well, it might help, it might make the experience more enjoyable. So tell me, George, you'll start to pretend. The importance of being earnest. What's the connection to us?
That's a good question.
Because I'll tell you something. It certainly isn't cucumber sandwiches, and girls called Gwendolyn, and marriages and handbags.
It's a masterpiece. It's a much loved English classic.
But Irish.
Don't start that again.
I wouldn't go and see it. Who does? Can you tell me that? What's the actual point?
It's simple, Alan. People love it.
The play.
The theatre. They love it. Doesn't matter what's on. Chekhov, Stendhal, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Going to the theatre. It's a big deal. Mums and dads, they get a babysitter for the kids.
Babysitter?
And they go off up together to London's West End. There are loads of theatres all in a row, and everyone dresses up. They're shown Wicks Park by a kindly traffic warden, and in they go, in their suit and tie, program, Box of Black Magic. And then the lights go down, and suddenly, it's like in a different world. Algernon home creeps flat in half-ruined street. The room is luxuriously and artistically furnished. The sound of a xylophone is heard in the adjoining room.
A piano.
It depends on the production.
And people pay for this.
It's culture. Of course they pay for it. A good seat installed can cost 15 quid, and you may still have to put another 10 pence in for a pair of binoculars. They don't mind.
I wouldn't go if you hated me.
Yes, you would.
Yes, I would, but I wouldn't go enjoy it.
You'd love it. A quick gin and tonic at the interval, served in the comfort of the crushed bar, then the second half.
2/3. If you got the whole play.
Applause, encore, lights up and out for dinner at your local Aberdeen steakhouse. 3 courses served with a fine wine. That's what it's all about. That's an evening out.
It's still a rubbish play. If I met someone like Gwendolyn, I would want to nut her.
You shouldn't say that.
Oh, give it a break, Rose. Have you anything to say that doesn't come out of the wall?
The rubber is there for a reason.
Gwendolyn makes me want to throw up. She would have lasted 2 minutes on my plate. She would have been killed just for her name.
You still haven't answered my question, George. Why did you choose this play?
Alright, I'll tell you. There are 2 plays in the library. The Importance of Being Earnest and Julius Caesar. When you think this one is relevant, you should read the other one. It's full of Romans.
My mom went to Rome.
Ancient Romans, in progress and things.
Did it have any jokes?
No. But it had a murder. We don't want that sort.
We don't want that sort of play here.
Who got murdered?
Julius Caesar. Stabbed him over and over.
That sounds more like it.
Why?
It's very complicated. They didn't like him.
Was it a gang?
Yes, a gang with knives.
Hey,
They wait for him in the market and they do him over.
you mean like video nasty?
It is a bit like that.
Not suitable.
I wouldn't have said so.
Julius Caesar. I can't say I ever saw it. And I used to watch a lot of video nasties.
You know, I'm not.
I used to watch them all the time. When I was a kid, of course, I lived down the road from my local Blockbuster, and the manager definitely took a shine to me. He used to take me into the back room to show me all these dirty films. Not like get very dirty films at Blockbuster, but smutty, more like. But still capable of affecting an impressionable mind.
It was porn.
I preferred the action films. Die Hard, Scream 2. Little did I know that they might one day furnish me with the title of my own autobiography. But the best news was when Blockbuster started renting computer games. Now I can enjoy the violence and privacy of my own room.
Zelda, warrior princess.
I prefer Doom and Lara Croft. They were great. I mean, the graphics were really in your face. Only my stepdad he was dead against them. He used to go on and on about them. All the shooting, all the killing, people getting mauled by lions.
Make a computer game of the importance of being honest. I mean you could. But who'd want to play it? Eat another fucking cucumber sandwich and advance to the next level. It would never work.
My stepdad used to say that one thing would only lead to another. Blood splatter, the sound effects, they made it more and more realistic. Until, in the end, it almost felt like the real thing. And who could blame you if you decided that you wanted, you know, if you wouldn't actually prefer the real thing? It was only one small step.
Are you saying you're in here because of computer games?
No, I'm not saying that. My stepdad didn't want me to play violent games. He used to search me every time I came back from school. He had a PlayStation, but he personally chose all the software. Civilization, The Sims, stuff like that. He'd search my room and I guess he was just worried about my long-term development. Anyway, one night he came in unexpectedly and got me red-handed. I just managed to get my hands on Grand Theft Auto, and there I was, blasting away, left, right, and center. And there he was, standing at the door.
What did he do?
He beat me up.